Week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's May. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third
From the gun on third down, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
in formation.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Giants first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To the air goes Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worked this salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The 49ers offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That's Bourne. Got it on the slant. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
13 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Play action. May. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, San Francisco.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
No gain on the play.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the shotgun, May with it. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now a run. It's the rookie from Oklahoma. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now the try here for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second and 10.
Here's second and 10.
The 33-yard line.
Right back. Oh, he's hitting off the football. Put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
They go play action. Daniels. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Giants first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Here's Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 17 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll throw with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. First down, 49ers.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Williams going to get it again on second down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw. May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's another 49er first down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's another 49er first
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's May. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He's across midfield.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Daniels. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He'll take this to the 46. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They run it again with Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
May going to give it to Henderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To the air, May. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. The play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 14.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 9. Throwing here is May. And he wisely will throw that one away. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
49er, 1st down. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
Williams will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. And Diggs has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Diggs.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. To throw, it's May.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2.
Oh, he shifts past him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pass caught by Pearsall.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
At the 30-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Giants first down.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air goes Daniels. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 6. And the Giants first down.
Daniels looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Gets around him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. Pass is taken in by McLeod.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 22 yards. And the 49er first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
TJ Edwards on the tackle.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 10 on a 49er first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the 49er first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Straight ahead, Henderson.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Here's 3rd and 7.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up
From the gun, it's May.
And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 68 yards.
And the Giants take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Next to score, Niners 28, Giants 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 7.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And it's 3rd down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
1 yard gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations that'd be extra.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
31.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. That's complete to Pearsall.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here's Daniels.
And he'll find Hall.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Niners offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And it would seem as if the 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go again with Henderson.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. May.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henderson. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
give for Henderson running to the right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Up the middle they go. Compton. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And who's got it? The Giants.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now first carry for their fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. 2nd and 7.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup.
Back to throw. Daniels. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Number 8, Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw again. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So a defensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still,
the following presentation.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They go three tight ends here on first and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped out at the line to begin this ball game.
He was tackled at the 27.
We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 9. From the gun, it's Love. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
The punt team comes on, and here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. Now, fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
Chargers take over first.
So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
A tough spot here. Third and long. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down. So fourth down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team gets possession of the football.
At their own 30-yard line.
McConkey in motion. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Cole Bishop up to make the play. Third and 6.
Third down.
To throw is Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Bronco.
First down, Denver.
In motion, it's Golden. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Grant Delphin up to make the play. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
The 22-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
McConkey in motion. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
On the bootleg, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What can they do here on third down and 7? Throwing is Love. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Ryland's kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Allen now on second down. He gets it into the hands of Outlaws. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man. It's Hill. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Right back to the fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. Here's a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete. But it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. On the give, it's Singletary. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And the Chargers first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going
definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Allen now off the bootleg. The throw here is complete. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. LeJohntay Wester now to return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. As they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Wester now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Bo Limmer, the center, is guilty there. Here's Love to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
Love's pass complete to Isaiah Pacheco. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, Love hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Love. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Out wide, that's Singletary. And he won't get away. Good overhead tackle there to get him down behind the line. It is 3rd and long. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his 1st effort. Lester on the return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. That's to the sideline. Reeled in by Golden. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down, Denver.
To throw is Love. A short one there to Otten. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Miles Cole there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. It's Otten in motion. They'll run with Pacheco. We'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos 1st down.
Love to throw. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him out.
That's caught by Golden, right side. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. From the 31, here is 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run here with Singletary. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, LA.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
On the handoff, Singletary. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down right
now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple of plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more. Extending the lead here late in the first half. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Western Al to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. And with half the season gone by, time to take a look at some of the candidates at this early date to bring home the award for the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Jalen Smith on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love.
36-yard line.
He's got his receiver, and that's Jack Pass. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos will cut the lead down to 4.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
Chargers, first down.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free.
Offside, defense. The penalty is declined.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Allen. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Again, it's Allen to the end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Michael Wilson. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw again, it's Allen. That one taken in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, LA. His 4th TD grab of the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Makes the score. Chargers 20, Broncos 9.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
On play action, Love. That one caught. He finds Golden.
To Matthew
They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Denver first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Chargers offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field, and he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The hole closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And this will be good enough for a first down as he gets us past the 25.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. Here's Allen. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
24 yards.
Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's Chase Young off the edge with the
4
tackle.
yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
30-yard line.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. They weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
At the 16-yard line. A A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's out. And they'll mark him out at the 8. But it is enough to set up 1st and goal.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Run a little inside draw with their fullback. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He takes, and he will get into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Los Angeles. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Makes the score Chargers 27, Broncos 9.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Right side and hauled in by McConkey. This is 3rd and 6.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Love to throw. To the tight end, with the ground. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Love. Open man is Besh. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
Love to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down. Love. This one finds McConkey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Chargers.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll get that complete to Tinsley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. A give here to Pacheco. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there. And a gain of 6. Here comes 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is low. It is brought in the end zone. That's McConkey. Touchdown, Broncos. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Ryland's kick here is good. Broncos are able to cut into the deficit.
Broncos 16.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Singletary. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of
4
time.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll go play action here with Allen. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Here's a run with Singletary. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go back to Singletary on 1st down. And he'll take this one in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown Chargers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's Love, and he'll keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. It's 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. That's taken in. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second down.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Denver.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big, 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run once more with Singletary. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he will have the 1st down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play.
39-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. 3rd and 11. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.